This is Internet Business Mastery, episode 108.
In a world where bosses control your life and thoughts of escape fill your mind, where inspiration seems dead and cynicism rules the masses, you have a desire to break free. You feel the need to take control. Now, there exists a place where the secrets of freedom and wealth are given to those who believe. InternetBusinessMastery.com. Free your mind.
Hello and welcome to Internet Business Mastery Online at InternetBusinessMastery.com. I'm Sterling.
And I'm Jay.
And we're here to help you escape the 9-to-5 and live the lifestyle of your dreams by turning your life's passion into a profitable internet business, even if you're just getting started today. On this episode of Internet Business Mastery, we talk about how to have freedom of location with an online business. And in our quick tip, we share a tool that could save you from losing all of your site content overnight. And we'd like to also remind you that if you'd like to get a jump start on creating your own profitable internet business, using our proven system, you can claim your risk-free trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy by going to freeaudiogift.com. So Jay, what's been going on?
Well, I guess first and foremost, I'm just excited that the new Academy 2.0 is launched. It's our 5th anniversary of Internet Business Mastery. 5 years ago this month in October, we launched this show of ours, not even realizing, I guess, where this would take us. And so we thought, what better way to celebrate but to launch an even better, new and improved version of our Academy training, which has our A to Z internet business, how to start your own internet business system. And, it's the previous Academy was awesome. Lots of great success stories that it brought. But, of course, in the last 2 years, we've learned a lot of lessons, just wanted to take it to the next level. So it's been exciting to see that go up and have people signing up for it, getting great feedback. And, we're just really looking forward to seeing people accelerate even quicker now towards the kinds of success that the Academy has brought people in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I really enjoyed doing was streamlining the process even more and, helping get people to money faster.
Right.
The nice way, being able to get to control of their life even faster. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also interesting, I think back to the 5 years. It actually went by incredibly fast now that we're saying 5-year anniversary. And it's funny because I remember you and I started talking, let's say in September 5 years ago,
right,
about podcasting. And I think by the end of that week, we had decided and we're all prepped to do the first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that fast. It's like, oh my gosh, we've got to do this. This is amazing, this podcasting thing. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. And I think we did like 6 episodes before we even put the thing up.
Yeah, right. We recorded a whole bunch of them, and then we finally put the first one. Yeah, we recorded a bunch of them in advance just to make sure that it was all going to work out, and then we put that first one up. And I remember us joking about, hi mom, probably the only one listening out there.
Yeah, if even my mom.
And now we are, 1 million downloads later. So it's thrilling to have been on this journey, and we just want to thank all those who are listening, because obviously that's why we do this, to reach out and offer whatever value we can, and our hope is to inspire and offer you the kind of knowledge that will help you get to whatever the next level of success is for you, and the next level of lifestyle, freedom, fulfillment, all those things in your life. So thanks to all those who have been listening, whether it's been short or long, and here's to another 5 years.
And now, the features segment.
All right, in this episode, we are going to continue in what we're calling our Freedom series. A few episodes ago, we talked about the freedom of time. I mean, freedom is one of the big things we love championing, one of the reasons why we love internet business. We know it's one of the main reasons people want to start their own internet business. Talking to a lot of people who listen to our show, they say they want to make more money, but one of the big things is they want to be able to have just more control in their life, provide more things for their family, have more options available to them. And certainly internet business offers that in many, many ways, putting you in more control of your time, giving you the money and finances in order to open up those new possibilities. But one of the types of freedom that we also love that internet business brings is that freedom of location. what this is it's just pulling examples from our own lives. If you've listened to the show for a while, you probably remember, I've lived in New York City at one point. I was doing business in Utah, and all of a sudden my wife's like, hey, I'd love to go and get my degree at this school that's off in New York City. And she'd been really supportive of me when I quit my job. So I wanted to be supportive of her. And I was able to just pick up and move my business there because I was doing business online at that point, and I could just take my business with me. And we've been able to live in Alaska for the summertime where my family's at and spend more time with them. Or we've even gone to Argentina. And, even though we were there for 3 months, we didn't miss a beat. Sterling and I kept running the business, even though he was up in the United States and I was in Argentina. And, so having that freedom to be able to, and a lot of those things happened even like last minute. It's like, hey, let's go to Alaska. And a couple of weeks later, we're there. Or, hey, it'd be cool to live in Argentina. And a month later, we're there. And it's just been a lot of fun to enjoy that. We know that's something that a lot of people, a big reason why, and a lot of people out there, there's different styles of freedom of location, but they're looking for that kind of control over where they might live.
Yeah, and for me, I was able to do the stereotypical success thing and move to the beach in San Diego. Again, something I couldn't have done, working a regular day job, because what I did before doing internet business, there was nobody doing it down in San Diego, so I wouldn't have been able to move down there. But with internet business, I was able to go live right on the beach and enjoy that beach lifestyle. And then I ended up actually moving again from there, which I'll talk about a little later in this this particular episode. But just that's the kind of idea behind freedom of location. The world is now open for you to go there because, it's an internet business. It's a worldwide business that can be accessed anywhere with a internet connection.
And, there's a couple of myths I want to bust here because, as I shared how I've been able to benefit from it, then you shared how you've been able to benefit. And there's a difference there in that, you're not necessarily one to, my wife and I, we just like, yeah, let's pick up and go live in another country. You just wanted to, have that, live by the beach. And then now you've moved back to be by your girls. But this could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody who wants to travel all the time. That's not necessarily freedom of location. It's also just the ability to say, yeah, you know what? If I could live anywhere, now that I'm in control of my own life and how I'm doing things, maybe you want to live right downtown in the city, or maybe you want to live out in the woods in a cabin where there's nobody else and you just have your internet connection out there, but you never did it before because it was going to be a 2-hour commute into town when you did have a job. But if you do have that freedom, now you can live in that ideal place. Or maybe it's just, knowing, hey, instead of living in this city where this is where all the tech and engineering jobs are at, now I actually can go and move to the city where the bulk of my family lives because I'm no longer tied to that one particular job. And that's how most people make that decision about where they live is it's based on frequently their job and where they can get work. And, that's understandable. But I know a lot of people, even though maybe we don't stop to think that because maybe this idea of freedom of location is because we're trained to think of our lives as revolving around our work, our employment so much, maybe we don't stop to think, if I just had the option to live anywhere, where would I want to live? Who are the people I'd want to live by? What would that look like? Would it be a condo in the city? Would it be a cabin in the woods? Would it be a little house on the beach? Would it be just in the suburbs next to my mom and dad and on one side and my brother and sisters and, down the street or whatever the case may be, and having the decision to do that. So that was the first myth I wanted to bust. We're not just talking about, freedom of location doesn't necessarily mean that person who wants to travel abroad and go place to place. I mean, that might be, but it also just, whatever the circumstances are. And the second myth I want to bust is that it's not necessarily, especially in this day and age, I think, in the past people thought, oh, well, you have to be a millionaire or a billionaire to have that kind of flexibility to be able to live in a foreign country or travel often or to be able to just choose wherever you want to live. But the truth of the matter is, if you set your life up in the right way and just kind of reorder your priorities just a little bit and understand a few key concepts, and we'll talk about those later, it's actually very feasible to enjoy this freedom of location. I mean, I know people on very minimal incomes and minimal budgets who are able to do it and live fabulous lifestyles while they do. And so that's one I wanted to point out as well. Just a couple little myths that popped in my mind that I wanted to get out of the way there. Let's talk about the benefits that come with freedom of location, and then we'll talk about how you can achieve it.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. I mean, obviously, the first benefit is you get to live wherever you want. buy whoever. I mean, we've already touched on this, but what's your ideal climate? I mean, my wife and I, we moved to Portland, where we live right now, because we wanted to go to a big city, a big enough city where we still had an urban lifestyle, but somewhere where it didn't get too hot and it didn't get too cold and it didn't snow. And it has all those things here, and it's perfect for us. Yeah, and that's what we chose.
Yeah, and it's interesting to like design your life